going to show you, first of all, weeding. I have so many questions always, like, how do you keep your beds weed free? They're not ever, but I was just out here working today and I thought, oh, maybe I'll show you, because I got this all clear and this is a new bed. So what I'm going to show you, I'm showing you this bed because the older that they get and the more you keep up on it, the easier it is to keep the weeds down. This was a new bed last year. Finally got a few things in here. Not much has come up yet because it's still early for Michigan, but that's a good time to weed, because you do get the weeds right away. So I have 4 different ways. I just weed. So there's no magic solution. I know there's so much out there, controversial, you know, whether you use Roundup or not, whether you use vinegar. So I have not tried the vinegar because I heard that it can make the soil really acidic, and the salt, it can all kind of affect the soil. So I basically just weed, but the biggest part is keeping up on it. So some of these are already getting flowers, as you can see, and that's when these buggers become dried, the seeds just fly everywhere. So you want to get these up before they go to seed, which is the same thing with like grass or anything. So I've got 4 different tools I'm going to use and show you on how I get rid of weeds. And just pulling them isn't good, because then all the roots just grow right back. So you want to get all the roots as well as the weed itself. So I'll show you. Okay guys, these are the 4 tools that I mainly use. I just got this one. It's called Quick Edge, and that helps a ton for along the edge, which can really be where the grass grows in the quickest. This one is a cobra, has a cobra head, and that can really dig out some big ones. These are more for little ones. These are for the really stubborn. So I'll show you all those. I'm going to start with the edger, because along your edging, whether you edge your beds without edging or whether you have edging, it works either way. But because it has this little triangle, it really gets under the grass good. And this part pushes the dirt back in. So that's good. And they just kind of lift right out. So the big ones, where there's a ton together, like along the house here, then I would use like my cobra. These ones come out fairly easy, so you just lift, get right underneath it, and pick them up. And usually they come out really easy, roots and all, so that you're not tugging and breaking any of the roots. I don't have any really big weeds to show you, but this would go like for the big old pricker ones. It's got this serrated edge, so there again, if you got some stubborn ones that aren't like these that come out easily, you can just work it until you feel like this is just going to come right up. There we go. For little weeds, finally this little bugger, this is probably one of my favorites. I keep several of them in several gardens. Like I'll just put them behind a plant, dig them in the ground like that, so they're always there for me when I see, like if it's just individual weeds instead of like a whole big group like I have along the house, then I would use this. There again, you can just go really deep with it. It's got the prongs on there, and you can just start lifting all the way around the edges. And usually you can tell if it's gonna, yeah, it didn't break. If it's gonna come. That one I still feel a little bit, something's catching. I do mulch my beds. This one didn't get very much at all in the fall, but it will this spring. And that will help with the weeds tremendously.